In the historic streets of New Orleans, a mysterious urban house was rented for an ordinary night. However, the horrifying events that unfolded in this house would reveal a forgotten, dark history buried deep within the town. As the guests found themselves alone in the silence of the night, a peculiar atmosphere began to settle within the old house. A strange shadow emerged in the corner of the room, yet it was impossible to discern its nature. After a few moments, an old piano in the center of the room started playing by itself, filling the air with an eerie melody accompanied by peculiar sounds. Lights flickered, and the room's temperature began to drop. Suddenly, everything went dark, revealing an old family photograph. The people in the photo posed happily, but the figure at the edge seemed to have vanished. Before the guest could make sense of this moment, a faint figure emerged like a shadow. This figure was the ghost of a previous owner of the house. With blood-red eyes and a smile, it approached the guest. In a panic, the guest rushed to the door, but it was locked. At that moment, the ghosts of the former owners began to manifest, each appearing as if sent to death with a unique story. The guest felt these ghosts solidly approaching. Another ghost appeared in the room, screaming, "You can't escape from here, you will stay with us." The lights went out again, and with strange echoes in the darkness, the urban house swallowed the guest. The next morning, the lifeless body of the guest was found, but there was no trace of the rented house. According to the host, the doors and windows of the house continue to conceal their secrets. However, each new guest would inevitably confront the dark history of this old house and encounter forgotten ghosts. This house, erased from urban reviews, buried its secrets, avoiding exposure to the light. As the ghosts lost in the shadows continue to await new victims, the fear within that old house would persist eternally. In the depths of the town, there was a small antique shop, known only to curious souls. The dusty shelves, ancient clocks, and mysterious items hanging on the walls gave a sense that time stood still inside the shop. However, the most captivating item was an old and mysterious necklace displayed in a glass cabinet in the corner. When Alex, a newcomer to the town, discovered this mysterious shop, he was drawn to the shining stone of the necklace. Although the shop owner claimed the necklace was cursed and couldn't be sold, Alex's curiosity prevailed. From the moment he put it on, a connection to the dark history of the town began. Initially, Alex believed he could use the power of the necklace to save the townspeople. However, the ancient magic of the necklace led him into an investigation at night in an abandoned graveyard. Outside the town, the ghosts of the former townspeople awaited him under the influence of the necklace. The curse of the necklace brought forth the sorrowful past of the town as Alex got lost amid the painful memories of the past. The power of the necklace continued to drag him helplessly. In the shadows of the ghosts, he disappeared into a dark dimension outside the town. Eventually, the spirits of the townspeople and Alex's soul merged, under the spell of the necklace. The abandoned graveyard became the center of a dark ritual, resonating with the cries of ghosts and the enchantment of the necklace. The town now stood as a forgotten place ruled only by the ghosts and the power of the necklace. The necklace awaited behind a locked door, anticipating the discovery by the next curious soul. The antique shop over the years had become deserted and forgotten. Thus, the dark history of the town and the curse of the necklace would begin anew with the discovery by the next curious soul. The power of the necklace would continue to drag the town into a realm of melancholy cries and forgotten spirits. From the moment we stepped through the university gate, we heard the legends circulating about the history of that old boarding building. Conversations ranged from ghostly figures wandering the corridors to strange sounds echoing in silent nights. However, these were merely stories whispered in our ears, and we, with the courage of youth, vehemently dismissed them. One day, behind the shabby wardrobe in our room, we found a forgotten journal. Among its pages were notes and memories of previous students who had stayed in the old boarding building. Varsail and Metin, as we lay in our beds at night, we listened to the silence of the corridors. Over time, strange sounds and shadows emanating from our rooms began to reveal that those legends we casually dismissed were becoming a reality. When one of our friends didn't return to the room one night, we started searching for the ghosts of the past between the pages of the old journal. A ghost wandering in the corridors imitated the sound of an old phonograph, initiating a ritual where strange shadows danced in the midnight corridors. Each of us confronted the ghosts of our own past, and echoes of the past reverberated within the walls of our rooms. The ghost of a friend lost in the dark guided us through the rooms. Mysterious mirrors reflected the ghosts of the past, and old items reminded us of dreadful memories. As we searched for our lost friends in the depths of the building, we encountered an old journal in a forgotten room. The journal revealed a spell containing the forgotten secrets of the past. However, when the spell was unraveled, an ancient force dormant in the building awakened. The wrath of the ghosts, dragging the youth into the corridors of the past, plunged them into a forgotten nightmare. When we emerged from the room in the depths of the building, the corridors were overflowing with ghostly figures with each step. The ghosts of the past approached us. The ghost of our lost friends awaited us at the end of the building, smiling faces welcoming us. Upon entering a room, the spell of the old journal was broken, and the atmosphere changed in an instant. A dark force settled in the room, bringing the nightmares of the past to life by animating the shadows. The moans of our lost friends among the shadows echoed through the walls, creating a melancholic melody. This dark room began to pull us into the depths of the past, revealing our forgotten memories. Each of our past came to life among the shadows. However, this revived past turned into a nightmare. Surrounded by the ghosts of the past, our friends were lost within the memories. The room was filled with the moans of the lost, and echoes trembling within a dark aura. Despite our attempts to help each other, the shadows swallowed us one by one. In the end, only one person remained standing, laughter echoing in the depths of the building turned the walls of the corridors into a quake. A gigantic ghost with blood-red eyes emerged in the corridor, stretching to the end of the building. This ghost was the spirit of a former resident of the building, determined to take revenge for past injustices. The gaze of the ghost revealed the sins of our past. We felt the combination of every mistake we made, merging with the screams of our lost friends. Eventually, the room at the end of the building turned into a cellar filled with the ghosts of the past. The ghost locked us in the cellar and sealed the door inside. The ghost of our past surrounded us, and the screams, the shadows slowly enveloped us, causing us to be forever trapped in this dark cellar. The ghosts inside the building, by taking revenge for the forgotten past, buried us in darkness.